Do you do me a favor when you leave? Would you mind when you because you're going that way, do you mind just closing my sliding door? Thanks. Okay. Actually, well, I'll do a couple like this. Then change that the other YouTube to the top angle a little bit. But we'll start like this. So today's just a trimming day. Uh, do as much as we can. We have like, hi, kitten, Swa, what's up? How are you guys doing today? What's new? What's happening? Tell me everything. Where's my little stirrup tool? Oh, there it is. So I'm gonna change you guys to an overhead camera a little bit angle, but at the moment I'm just gonna keep you down there. So I don't some of these have oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Well, good on you, Swa. Uh, I'm going to trim some of the ones that have garnets and some that have feldspar in today. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's not going to end well, to be honest. Oh, well, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's not usually what you want to happen, at least at that stage, right? Hopefully, it wasn't that much laundry. Mm. And we're going to undulate these feet, I think, today on these ones. I don't think I can cut my finger at this stage. I almost cut my finger when we were throwing them earlier. I did it off camera because I didn't have enough time, or maybe we did it on camera. I don't remember. Um, I think I did it off camera because I was trying to make a video out of it, you know. But I don't really remember the order of events of today. Oh, swa, I would never. Okay, through these a little bit. Not exactly how I should have done, but we'll see. Cool. Yeah. Why? Uh, thanks, man. Later. Okay, so we're gonna undulate these feet if we can. This is what I used to do on all my feet for a really long time, and then I stopped recently, and I feel like starting again. At least on a couple of them, maybe not all of them, but it's nice to have the motion between the top and the bottom of everything. I need some newspaper. Give me a sec. I think it's kind of cool to have that, um, right? What do you think of the undulating foot kitten? It's kind of nice, right? It adds a little bit more motion, which is really nice, and so it doesn't sit completely flat. Here, I'm gonna push this one up a little bit more. But then there's, like, space through, which is kinda fun. So it's not, like, much, but it's just, like, a subtle little extra, which is kinda fun. I think I coulda gone a little thinner on this particular one, but I'm not gonna mess with it. Mm. Oh, yeah. That being said, I think it's kinda nicer maybe to hold something that's not doing that, but I don't really know. Anyway, we'll do it to some of them, we're not gonna do it to all of them. Um, we can decide if we like it or not. Natalie, how are you? How's your day been? Alright, we're gonna do 2 at this angle for you guys, and then I'm gonna switch you to my overhead camera. I kind of wish I mounted you guys over my left shoulder, um, because I work to the right, and so my head goes to the right, so I might make a new mount somewhere over here. Oh my god. Well, I hope you sleep well. Thanks for popping in. Hopefully tomorrow is, less intense. Mhm. Again, this clay's awesome. I mean, it feels the same as anything else, but it's like, you kinda do whatever you want to, and it's fine. I would 100% recommend this clay to a friend. I would not necessarily recommend the porcelain that I used to a friend. Mm. It's a black clay called 378 from Standard Swap. Okay, good. As long as you like being busy, that's all that matters. Yeah, I can't eat this clay, and I wouldn't wanna have it as a constant in my studio just because of the fact that it's gonna powder and get on the ground, and Olive will roll around in it, and I'm gonna step up in it, and it's on my hands dried, and, long-term health-wise, it makes sense for me to not use this clay forever, but a couple 100 pounds every year is not gonna hurt me. Mm. I haven't either, Natalie. Actually, that's surprising that I haven't seen, um, Sharp. Mm. What's up, Dallas? How are you? Doing well myself. You gotta pay extra for to see Olive. That requires a tip, Swa. Any amount will do, and then you can have a 2 minutes of Olive sleeping in front of my studio time. Alright, we're not gonna undulate the foot on this one. I think we're gonna do undulating back and forth each time. So let's think about this for a second. Um, so that's non-undulating foot. Thanks, Natalie. So that's non-undulating foot, and actually I'm not liking as much, but let's compare it. So that's non-undulating, and then this is the undulating one. That makes more sense. This one makes more sense, doesn't it? Right? Let me undulate this foot again. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't really know why. Swat gets muted all the time, kitten. I notice that all the time. Oof. Man, I shouldn't have done this. Hold up. What I need to do, you will trim this so thin. Yeah, it flags his comments all the time. I feel like it shouldn't, but it might. This one's so thin I have to pick it up. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. I think it just adds a little bit of motion, and it's kinda nice. It's thin. If we accidentally break one, I'll show you, but, I'm not gonna intentionally break these at this point, but they are very thin. I stopped throwing this thin for a while, and, I'm kinda coming back to it. Mm. For a while, I was kinda like, "Yeah, a thicker pot's kinda nice," and I'm realizing I kind of prefer the thin, stupidly thin ones. Aren't they cool? I yeah, it's nice to have fingernails back so I can actually put the form in that I want to. And let me get you guys above me here. Hold on a sec. Here's Swat just for you, get to see Olive. Mm, hold up. You gotta be on an angle because I don't want this to run into my arm. And nothing wrong with a hefty pot. I just over it for myself. Yeah, my studio is nothing super special. It's just so this was an old storage shed, and when I moved into it for my studio, it was not insulated. There was no wood stove. The door that I go in out of to the which is to my right is actually I'll show you guys for a second. Here's a little quick tour. There's my door. There's all my wood. There's my little wood stove. There's my dog. But that door wasn't there. So that all got put in when I kind of tried to move into this space. What was there was a giant metal. Oh, I went too thin on this bottom. Oops. I don't know if I can save this. Hold on, I have to concentrate for a sec. Yeah, yeah, maybe it's fine. There was a metal lathe here for making screws. Mm, I don't mind that feeling anymore, kitten. I guess I never. Oh, this is one that has stones in it. Interesting. This is one of the here. Here's a piece of garnet. I don't know if I want to use that tool then. I don't want to waste my sharp tool. Look at that gouge it just took out of it. These holes that are occurring from that. What's up, guy? Can I make a rose? I can only make roses if you send me 300 roses in one sitting. Otherwise, it's not humanly possible for me to do it. Sorry, BB. Mm. All right, we're gonna just take this off and see how we're feeling thinness wise. Oh, we have ways to go. Oh, this one might just have to be a little bit thicker. I'll try to take off as much as I can, but I don't think this is gonna be the thinnest pot. Yeah, if he wants to send me 300 roses, I'll do whatever he wants. That equates to like, oh, hold on. I'm gonna blockade Olive off. That equates to like, there's a chance my surface is gonna go up as a big truck just passed by where my extender goes. So we'll see. Oh, yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if I mind a chunk kind of coming through on this for the experiment. We'll find out. This I can't go any further on down the dead center there. And it means I also can't add our undulating foot on this one because it would just destroy the inside because of how it goes. Thanks, user. I'm glad you like it. Appreciate the likes, Ant. Okay. Okay, we might be getting to the point of thin enough. Let's feel it. Oh yeah, that feels way better. Oh yeah, that's good. It's still a little thick, but um Yeah, I don't know if I mind, honestly, as an experiment kitten and stuff like this where there's definitely a stone in there, I think I'm fine with it. It doesn't go all the way through. I wanna make sure that I know this has a stone in it though, so I'm gonna put it, separately. I'm gonna put that off to the side somewhere. Okay, because that has a stone in it. So we have, 5, I believe, that have stones in them, and I just don't know which one at the moment, so we'll find out as we go. Um, 4 of the 5 have garnets in them, and one of them has chunks of feldspar. Yeah, I don't see why not necessarily swap. Okay, hold on. This chuck's not wet enough, and I destroyed the top of this one. I'm gonna come back to this one. Sup, Jess? How are you? How'd the laundry go? We can definitely try that swallow. We'll pick one that has a hole in it. I don't have any more feldspar. From that particular stone, I wedged everything in from that one stone, but I do have more garnets. So the garnet one we can mess with. Oh, this one has stones in it too. Look at that. There's a chunk of garnet. Let's put that to the side. Maybe we can shove that back in. You had to drive an hour to do it? That's super lame. Why is that? What's the situation there? I don't even know if these ones play nice, Swath. I have no idea. This is all an experiment. So maybe. Annoying is I feel like I'm pulling out stones. There's a stone. It's back in its hole. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. Gotcha. That's annoying. You should, kitten. It's probably super late there. We're not gonna mess with the foot of this one either, just because of the stones. I just don't want to mess with it. All right, let's see how thin we are. Of course I would, Natalie. I would love that. All right, this could go a little bit thinner. That's too late. That's way past bedtimes, kitten. I know I'm streaming pretty late tonight. I didn't mean to. I just got caught up with a bunch of work. Oh, so I'm teaching a new class, or I'm actually not the head teacher, which is really nice. I usually am. Um, but I'm going to be assisting with a class that is going to be called Forest School, I think is the name that we're trying to pitch, or that the guy who wants to do it is trying to pitch. And it's essentially we have 30 kids, and They get 2 hours to do whatever they want in the woods, and just kind of there's no products, they just kind of get to be in the woods, play in the water, play with bugs, make forts, do whatever they want. It is kinda self-driven, and I'm just there as essentially just like a expensive babysitter, so I think it'll be nice. Freestanding, please. I actually don't, usually get Christmas trees, Natalie, for myself. I'm not a huge fan of, dead plants in my house, so I usually everything I do is, alive. This I don't like the height on, it's a little weird. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that, though. Maybe I can go down further here? Oh god, it's time for bed, if that's the case. I mean, it's that's where it's at, Jess. I went to a Waldorf high school, and that I mean, our whole we had all these, um, naturalist programs, and so I spent a lot of my high school days in the woods. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody here, but anyway, I'm relatively okay at identifying plants in the northeast, so that's a plus. The garnet in the foot, I don't know if I want it in the foot. We can patch it back in. Might just take a little bit of schmutzy clay and just shove it back in this foot. Get in there, and then we'll trim it back out. Thanks, Natalie. Appreciate you. That's cool, Ken. I have a bunch of big Norfolk Island pines, or I did, and I do have still one in my greenhouse. Which maybe we'll do a tea time evening live in the greenhouse tonight after we're done in here. I'm not sure. Holy shit, that sounds amazing, Jess. I love that. I'm just gonna try to bring this foot down a little bit because I think it's a little bit too big. What were the gotcha. Was there specific ornaments that you would put on the rhododendron kitten that you really remember enjoyed? Double D, oh, double A, excuse me. Um, I'm only about a week into pottery, so I'm still pretty ignorant to everything that's pottery related. So I actually don't really know much. So I don't really know what's my favorite and what's not my favorite yet. I'm still learning. All right, we're gonna reshove. That's good. What kind of tomato? I had a Willemmy pine for a little while. I don't know if you guys have heard about that before. It's the grandfather to the Norfolk Island pine. They are critically endangered in Australia, and um, I was gifted one from the Yale Botanical Gardens. The guy there gave me one. Sup, Blue? How are you? How's your day going? Oh my God, that's terrifying. Double A, what are you talking about? I don't know. I This is my first week of pottery. All right, we're just gonna shove that stone back in there. This one I don't like being in there. Oh no! No, I'm so sorry. That sucks. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who's Bell Hill Pottery? I've never heard of that name before, Double A. What's up, Barrett? Okay, sounds good, Natalie. Oh, hell yeah, Swa. Well, that's lovely. Did you ever make any stuff yourself? And I used to make ornaments all the time as a kid. Well, that didn't work. Can't tell if that's just gonna get I don't think that is that gonna stay in there? I don't know if it's gonna stay. Okay, good. I gotta take my car into the shop tomorrow. Uh, I got a bunch of issues with it. I was quoted $2,400 today. Um, so that's exciting. Thrilled for that. So if anybody wants to help a poor potter out. You did? That's awesome, Swa. We're making T-bowls. Well, the 400 sounds lovely. I'd kill for 400 at this point. Make sure nothing's going through. I think we're fine. There's our little patch job. That one does go through a little bit, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Yeah, I mean, they're crazy expensive a new car right now, Jess. Later, kidding. Gotcha. Um, Honestly, Swat, I at this exact moment, I couldn't tell you what was wrong with my car. One big thing was something with the brake lines. They need to be replaced because the back of my car is they've like rusted out, and I'm just gonna hit the brakes one day, and it's just gonna one day soon, and it's just gonna not work for me. And then my gas tank is leaking, and I've been putting that off for a really long time too. And apparently whatever, there's just a bunch of stuff that's kind of dangerous that I've been putting off for months because I haven't wanted to pay $2,400. Been kind of dreading it, to be honest. That's a good point, Natalie. I have Discord and I just keep forgetting to set things up. I'll try to do that tonight, maybe. Yeah, right? It's ugh, ugh. No, I know, Swa. I should definitely do it. It's worth doing. I just blah. Thanks, Natalie. Yeah, I was really bummed out. I had this really cool, it was just this little Toyota Matrix for it was a stick shift that I had for many, many years and I loved it. And the transmission blew out a couple of years ago. And I was quoted 10 grand for a new transmission. And I was like, Jesus, the car already had 160,000 miles on it. And I'm like, all right, I guess no more beautiful little hatchback for me. However, in a positive light to getting rid of that, I loved my little Matrix. On a positive light to getting rid of that car is that so years ago, I bought it and I bought it out in Oregon and I drove it back east when I moved back out here. And I do a lot of stuff with wood, and so I had a lot of wood in the car, and I got offered this job in Brooklyn, and I was not driving to Brooklyn. I was just taking the if I ever went in, I would just take the train. Um, yeah, good. I'm glad. I hope you can do that. And so I uh, essentially left a bunch of wood in my car, and then I moved to Brooklyn for a year, and I came back to an inch of mushrooms growing on all the walls, on my steering wheel, everywhere. An inch of white mushrooms, and it took me about 6 or 7 months to get rid of the smell and to clean the car properly. It was awful. So honestly, probably better for me not to be breathing in that. Oh, I didn't know that was possible, Natalie. I'll check that out. I really don't know much about Discord, so I have to figure that out. I mean, it was cool, but it was also a huge pain in the ass and probably not great for me to be breathing in all those spores. I'm sure I did, but I don't have any pictures of it. I'm not very good at, taking pictures of things. I'm good at taking pictures of olive, and that's about it. Occasionally, I'm okay at taking pictures of my pottery, but that was back, let's see, I moved back from Brooklyn, like, late 2016. Oops, sorry. So, 9 years ago. I appreciate that, Natalie, but if I need help, I will 100% take you up on that. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's very sweet of you guys to offer. Okay, let's see how thin we are. Oh, man, I really gouged the side of this with my fingernail. Hold up. Let me patch this up. Alright, let's see how we feel. Thanks, Cloudy. Um, I think we could, in theory, go a little bit thinner if we wanted to. Let's go hmm, we could go a little, like, a little bit thinner. Ugh, whatever. Close enough. Alright, I probably can't take any more off than that, honestly. It was pretty thin. For matcha, or whatever you want, I don't know. It's up to you. Hell yeah, Blue, that's awesome. How many did you make? Didn't you say you were making a bunch? Are these your kimchi crocs? And are you doing a water seal, or are you doing something else? Oh, hell yeah. I don't even know what that is, I'll have to Google that. Can you explain what it is, though, before I have to Google it? Man, you've been busy, good on ya. Why was that hell for review? Thanks, Cloudy. YouTube holds the weirdest stuff in for review. I see. That's cool. Will you send or have you posted pictures of any of these things? And if not, can I see? Yeah, I've noticed that everybody seems to have it. I could do it. You're right, Natalie. You're right. You're right, you're right. And you're always right. Oh, hell yes. Well, this would be a great ice cream bowl. Free, I can make whatever you want if you pay me enough. You get a discount for being cute, though. Fair. Hell yeah, that's awesome, Blue. Well, I'm excited to see whenever that time comes. So these were 550 grams of clay, and the ones we made today, were a lot smaller. So these were same thing, but 300 grams. I can tell. Oh, here's another stone one. So this is another garnet infused tea bowl. That's cool. Ah, I'm excited to see all this. It sounds great. Thank you, Swap. Oh yeah, there's definitely cute discounts for sure. Oh yeah, that stone is hidden hard. I'm a little nervous to trim some of the ones I made today because I put triple the amount of stones that I did in these ones that we've already trimmed. Like a lot of stones to the point where they were like breaking the edges and the walls and everything. I do like that some of these pieces are just getting lost to my reclaim. There's something satisfying about that. Yeah, let's see how we feel. That feels pretty good. Here's the question: is there stone in there still, or I can't tell if there's a stone in there or not. We're just gonna put a piece of clay on top. Boop. And then let's trim back into it so we clean it up. Whatever. Centered pots are lame. Oh, it was still in there. That's cool. But I wonder if it'll creep forward if I bury it. You know what I mean? Like, do you think I have no idea. I wonder if it'll try emerge. We'll find out. Blue, have you ever fired garnets in your work before? Okay, it's a little thicker, but it's cool, right? All right. Okay, I think this one should also have garnets in it, I think. No, this should not have garnets in it. I think we've done all the ones from this tray that have garnets in it. Did I say I'm dreading something? Honestly, Cindy, I forget what I say as I say it, so I have no idea what I'm dreading. Oh yeah, the good wrinkles for sure. Yeah, right? And he knows what I'm talking about. You are? Why? The only thing anybody should ever dread thank you, Cindy. The only thing anybody should ever dread in pottery is grinding shelves in an atmospheric kiln. There's literally nothing else to dread. Everything else is easy peasy in the pottery world. Specifically, a heavy wood or soda firing with a lot of ash. If it wasn't very ashy, then again, blah, not even a challenge to grind. It's only heavy soda and heavy wood soda kilns, not even wood kilns, heavy wood soda kilns. Those are the only things that you should hate in pottery. Oh, yeah, that's not even grinding, Cindy. You can't even compare it. It's literal hell over here, especially because I have old shelves that I really need to replace, and I should, but, new shelves are gonna put me back $1,300, and like I just said, I have to go spend $2,400 on my car tomorrow, so I'm not, gonna buy them. Is he available for other grindings? You don't get to trim in your class? Well, that's not fun. When do you get to do the open studio stuff? Trimming's half the pot. Let's see. Later, Natalie. Appreciate you. Sounds good. Sleep well. Come on, buddy. Uh, uh. Oh, nice and light. We're just gonna leave it as is. We're not gonna mess with the bottom either. November. Okay. Okay. November's right around the corner. God, I can't wait for November. I can't wait for October. That's what I'm looking for. Because that's when they're gonna put those big Atlantic salmon in the pond, and I can feed little dog her much needed salmon dinner every night. She's having coho salmon tonight, but I had to buy that. No cohos around here. Exactly, Jess. Well said. I should probably clean my splash guard soon. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's got a little dirty, just a little bit. Remind me when your birthday is. I feel like you told me this recently. I now know it's in October, but when in October? Okay, okay, okay. That's pretty solid. Clearly the best day in October. Were you born in October too, Swa? Hmm. Oh, this might be one of my favorite ones. I like how tall it is. It's a little on the hefty side, but I like the height here and the angle, so I'm just gonna leave it. And I mean on the hefty side, I mean it's not paper thin, not that it's actually heavy. Oh my god, October 3rd. We got an October 3rd on YouTube here, Jess. My goodness. Okay, you know what? Cindy, if you're here, I remember what I'm dreading. I'm dreading trimming this. This is what happened when I threw it. Look at all those holes. So this is one of the pieces with garnets or something in it. I don't know. Um, so wish me luck. Uh, actually, uh, hmm. Like, do I clean my splash guard first so I don't get a bunch of stones in my splash guard? And who's your wife? She sounds like a lovely lady, Chess. Um, I see. Yeah, I wasn't doing the math right there. All right, okay, we're gonna clean this up first. Quick detour. Hi, hi. Oh, really? Yeah, it's yeah, nowhere near my birthday, but I've never really done the maths to thinking about when my parents decided to create me there. All right, Swa. Oh man, hold up. This is gonna you're gonna have to zoom out for a sec. She does. Oh my god. And what does she love about pottery? Tell me everything. Oh my god, look how thick that is. Oh god. Whoa. Hold up. You guys can get it. Oh my god, it's like a solid just sheet of clay. Oh yeah. That's great. Oh, gotta love the nice smell that associates clay when it's been sitting in water. For those who have not been blessed with the smell, it's like sulfur. No, no, someone on YouTube was talking about their wife, Jess. I have no idea about your partnership. Tabby, I'm playing with some mud. What are you doing? Some delicious looking sludgy mud. All right, hold up. Got to the other side now. Oh, holy moly, there's a lot of clay. Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. I think this thing might overflow. Swat, why didn't you warn me before I did this? Mistakes were made. Oh god. It's really heavy. All right. I think we've overflowed the thing a little bit. Just a little bit, not much, just a hair. And on YouTube, I can't see in your comments if you guys are saying anything, so just give me a sec. I gotta move this monstrosity somewhere. No, their name was chess player. Yes. So I think the Jess and chess got mixed up. I said chess with a C. Prof, I'll be right back. I see that you're in there. Oh my god. We were talking about you earlier. Only bad things, don't you worry. Let me just make a mess. Hold up. God, what do I do? Um, oh my god, it weighs so much. Or am I just really weak? Oh god. I'm spilling water all over my studio. I love this so much. Okay. All right, hold on. I'll be back there in a second. I gotta throw this clay out of this bucket now so I can slop up the rest of the sludge. So the cool thing about all this is that I can reuse this clay in like 2 days, and we can make more stuff out of it. How is there this much in there? I don't think I've ever let my splash guard get that packed before ever, like, in my existence of pottery. I think that's a first for me. That's like that's like 20 something pounds of clay right there. Alright, sorry, we're gonna sidetrack for half a second because this is, like, ridiculously gnarly here, and we're gonna just sidetrack to a little cleaning side mission. Oh, yeah, that's true. I feel like we need a special there has to be a special reason for us to do a handstand, like, someone has to do something for me to trigger the handstand, you know what I mean? I can't, Prof, I'm weak. Have you not looked at me before? I can barely hold up myself. I'm a weak man. Yeah, there has to be some kind of celebration to trigger the handstands, and I don't know exactly what that looks like. Maybe every time Prof buys his respect, his dignity money, we'll do handstands. Oh, that's some serious glop. I'm learning something, so I was unaware of that. Ugh, hold on. TikTok, you need a you need me to do a puzzle, but my hands are gross. Very bad timing for them to make me do a puzzle. How dare they? Do they not know what we're doing here? Okay. Oh God, gnarly. You know what's insane? People throw with this slop, like the slippity slop part. It seems like insanity to me. I don't know how people do it. Okay, well, I don't know if I would define this as clean, but uh, I mean that could be it too, Prof. Honestly. All right, that's clean enough for what we're doing. Definitely cleaner than it was. All right, I'm gonna dry my hands so I can make the screen on TikTok not be a not be a puzzle piece. No, it starts with H. Schwa. Let's move the puzzle piece over. Boop. Oh, nope. Thinks I'm a robot. Hold up. There we go. I might be a robot. There we go. Okay. I don't know, Swa. That seems like a stretch, honestly. All right. This is gonna be a nightmare. I do not know if this will work or not. Um, so so there. That's all I have to say to that. I, I will you manifest the working for me? Feel like you're a better manifester than me. Ugh. Oh God. Okay, we're actually not doing horribly at the moment. Please don't cut my hand open. Thanks, Swa. You're so good to me. Oh my God. Usually they don't, Prof, but I'm feeling spicy tonight. I was hoping to see you. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Oh, that one hurt. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. There's a piece like right there that just sharded off into my hand. That's fun. I will be throwing away the trimmings from this into my trash can or outside. Probably outside, but they will not exist after this pot's done because there's a bunch of garnets shoved in and feldspar. Large chunks of feldspar and garnets. Yeah, I'm not interested in cutting my hands open every single time I do it. I don't even know what happens if you fire garnets and feldspar. I mean, I know what happens if you fire feldspar. I don't know what happens if you fire the garnets this temperature. Wow, it's looking ratty. Ratty is all. What or what, Tabby? Sure am, Rachel. Well, their melting points around these types of garnets, they melt around 2400 to 2800 degrees Fahrenheit. And I fire my kiln around 2450. And the feldspar is mainly silica with impurities, and full-blown silica, I think, melts around like 3200 degrees. So those ones should just turn to white. Well, we'll find out. It's hard to say, right? You know what? That actually was way easier than I expected. It's totally fine. It's not like great, but it's fine. Um, so that's cool. We do have to do some patchwork on these. So I'm gonna just shove some clay in from the inside and just smoosh it off. You're not gonna know that it was just an absolute nightmare to throw. Blissfully unaware of it. I've never seen anybody. That seems like too much effort, Cassidy. That seems like a smart person problem, smart person thing to do. And I don't know if you've seen me before, but I don't know if that's the terminology I would use to describe myself. Ah, man, I want to lick this so bad, but I don't want manganese in me. Oh my God. Well, you're learning something tonight. You're learning that I don't make smart decisions. But I've never seen garnets fired in a wood kiln before. So I'm very curious. I've never even heard of anybody firing garnets in a wood kiln before. So I've never had any friends who have experimented with. October is my firing, but I have a soda firing coming up soon. But that's already done. It's ready to go already. All stuff's all made, and I have another wood firing on the 18th. in a 29-foot Onigama, but these are not gonna go into that kiln either. These are gonna go into my wood soda kiln. So, I would just have you here, you could lick it whenever I needed someone to lick the clay for me. I'll probably put a flashing slip on top, Cassidy, but maybe for the maybe the ones with garnets and feldspar in them, I just leave raw. I don't really know. This is a black clay, that's pretty sweet. The fire is really dark, beautiful black, so it might be nice just to leave it alone. Yeah, no worries, Swa. I'd pay for that too if you ever need a side gig. You have to stay right under my table, like, right where Olive is, and, just, whenever you need I need someone to lick the manganese off the clay. Oh my god. I'm so jealous. I haven't had a watermelon in, like, a couple days. I feel like I'm dying. Why is everything you're saying getting censored? None of that is inappropriate. Oh, no! I'm sorry, Jess. Alright, did we get all this? I think we're good, and now I have to clean up with a sponge, just to make it not look like absolute horrible trash. I also wedged in about 20%, silica sand, so they're also pretty silicy. It really does. I don't know why it hates you so much, but it really hates you. Where'd you get it from, Jess? Did you grow it? So, I think we're gonna learn mostly so if these are gonna blow up, I think they're gonna blow up in the bisque, and so I'm gonna isolate all of the pieces that have stones in them in the bisque firing. They're gonna have their own separate bisque firing because the bisque gets to, 1,700 degrees or 1,600 degrees or something. I don't remember what O12 is off the top of my head right now, but, um, it gets hot enough that I think that anything bad would happen. I could be wrong, I don't really know, because the internet was very unhelpful when I was trying to Google it. I see. I see, I see. That still would have been nice if it was good. Well, alright. There's our super garnety looking matcha bowl. Is this the I think is this the garnet one? I actually don't know if this is the garnet one or if this is the feldspar one. This actually might be the feldspar one. That inclusion looks more like feldspar than it does a garnet. But we'll find out soon because up next, this chunky boy, which honestly, no, this is the feldspar. This one was super painful, like incredibly painful on my hands, to trim. I mean, to throw. I do not recommend what I did. How were all your watermelon outside of that? Were they tasty this year? I've had such mixed results on growing watermelon that I just didn't even bother doing it this year. Crunchy. There's a big stone in this one. Awesome. Would you recommend doing the seeded ones over the, seeded ones? I don't know if I've ever tried to grow seedless. Look at that chonky piece of feldspar. Oh, yeah. That is good. We'll throw that right back in there in a second. Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll try growing them again next year. I gotta wait longer. I was too excited to grow stuff this year, and I planned everything way too early. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more. Again, these are experiments. I'm not gonna be selling them most likely. Ooh, I went really low on this. Ooh, did I just ruin this one? Uh-oh. 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 I don't know. I think I went too thin on this one. Um, I don't wanna deal with this right now. Let's just put to the side. Yeah, look at all that. That's not good. Yeah, let's throw that away. Okay, so quickly, what I'm gonna do is grab all these trimmings and I'm gonna chuck them as far away from my existence as possible because I do not want stones in my. I'm not gonna do it right. I don't have to do it right now. I'm just gonna put them in this bag. Mm, no, I like that bag. I'm gonna put this on this piece of paper. See, that's a logical thing to do. Put wet clay on a piece of newspaper. Why is no one stopping me from doing stupid things tonight? I'm feeling a little bit too free to do whatever I want. Get in. Welcome back. We missed you. You came a little bit too late to stop me from doing stupid things. That's true. That's a very, you know what, Swa? I can't even argue with that. That is sound logic. Also, this is our eighth day, so we're over a week at this point. I do, honestly, kidding. I wasn't being serious because I would do it anyway, even if someone tried to stop me. Oh yeah, look at that pile of glue, that gloopulaar pile of glop. Well, that is all gonna burn in hell somewhere, so I never have to touch it again. All right. Done with that. All right. It's totally gloopcular, Jess. It's the only way to describe that. Man, who made my studio such a mess? And was that you? The gloopcular gloop J? Honestly, I don't, Swa. I think they're wimps there. There's no way. No, they probably only get up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Lame. I'm glad. It's like the one day I decide to not wear my apron too. Though I honestly, for all the schlop that we've done, I've barely gotten messy. So, which I'm honestly a little shocked at. I mean, honestly, that's probably what it's gonna be, Swa. Because let's be honest, that's where the cool people are. That's where all the good stuff's happening. Far away as as far away from Sky Daddy as we can be. That's where the cool kids are. Yeah, it's I'm not like usually a very messy potter, so I come away pretty clean. I was only wearing the apron for a little bit because it was kind of fun. Um, I'll probably wear it again in a little bit, but not tonight. You know what, kid? I'm not even surprised by that. If I would be completely that would make sense. I feel like it feels like this might just fly off, so I'm being pushing down on the top a little bit. It might still fly off, but I'm saying it now, so if it happens, I can say, "See, I could have stopped and I could have fixed it, but I chose stupidity." All right, let's see how we feel. Oh, we feel great. What do you think of this size? Reborn, they happen all the time. Where have you been? I did like 2 mini streams today and then this long thing. Well, it's not even it's just been just over an hour that we've been streaming, honestly. Haven't actually been streaming that long, and we're almost done. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. Yeah, Jess, we like it a little smaller, right? No, Reborn, why? I think you can get notifications on Instagram better. Good luck, kitten. I hope you can. Yeah, give me your full opinion on that that fact, Swa. I'm very curious about your ideology on that. What? With what? What have you been up to? Tell me everything. You know what? I'm not going to sign these. These are very clearly my pots. I don't need to sign them. Good on you, Jess. Ah, the worst. What are you studying? That actually sounds kind of fun. Yeah, gotta give this a little bit of a slap. It's not quite what we want. Hold on, let's put it back down. Just a little tap here. There we go. There we go. Oh my God. Tony, how are you? Tell me everything. How's your day been? How's everything been? Marketing. Okay, okay. Is this your first year? Oh my God. Swa, you're so inclusive. Love it. Such a good guy. Wait, elaborate. Is this a master's of some sort? I see. Cool. Did school just start today? No. You said you've been missing for a while. When did it start? I feel like a lot of people started today. Gross. Has it been moderately fun or interesting or cool people at least around or any of those things? Okay. That's good. Interesting and hard and busy. Wait, actually, you never said if it was hard or not. Is it just time consuming? Oh, I really like these. They're too hard to undulate the foot, which is crazy because I made them today. Like, not even that long ago, like an hour, like a hour and a half ago, I made these. Oh wait, no, I made those ones before I went to talk about my class in Montessori. These are the ones I made like an hour and a half ago. No, that's not stuck. So the state forest next to me, someone set on fire today, accidentally, I assume. Um, lit cigarette and it burned a bunch of land. On we have this really cool 980 acre um, preserve next to me. So that was a serious bummer. I haven't actually seen what the damage is yet, but not good. Right? Right? Who's even smoking cigarettes anymore? Like, come on. It really is old and lame. I said it first, Jess. That actually you probably typed it out as I was saying it. Man, this thing here is great for showing over my shoulder, but kind of annoying to get in my way sometimes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oof. These are gonna be so good. Tony, let's see, what's new? What's new? They did, they did. Thank you. Um, let's see, what's new? I have been making pots like crazy for a soda firing that got pushed back, but we'll be firing that soon. And then I helped start to load a wood kiln that's 29 feet long. And so we made a bunch of work for that. And now we're making work for my wood kiln. So we this these pots are going to be the last to be fired in my wood kiln for this year. So this is I have one more wood firing in my kiln in October, and then we're done for the year for wood firings. Um, then we'll have one more soda firing in either December or January, and then I'm done until uh, either late April or late March, depending on how ambitious I feel. So I really want the pots in this kiln to be super special because it's the last one of the season. And the other thing is that starting now, it's the best time to sell pottery. It's really hard to sell pottery in the summer, but as soon as it gets cold, people are just buying it left and right. That's not fully accurate, but it's much harder to sell stuff in the warmer months for me personally. Maybe for other people it's not, but for me personally, I have a very hard time because I'm mainly selling teaware. So they're not buying because it's warm outside. Hold up, I need to switch my foot over to my left side. My back is starting to hurt from the angle that I'm standing at. Yep, I won't forget about you guys, but I will be snowboarding a lot. I wish I could bring you guys snowboarding with me, but like every single town in my town, every single town in my entire state near me does not have cell service or Wi-Fi anywhere. So I cannot bring you to the mountains with me, I'm afraid. As much as I would love to hang out with you guys going up the chairlift, that'd be actually really fun. But I can't do it. Awesome. Can't wait. I will be Lolo, of course I remember you. You asked me a bunch of questions and then just disappeared forever, never to be seen again. You broke my heart, Lolo. But yeah, I we will be making stuff all winter long, but just not to the degree that we've been doing now. We'll probably be doing like 2 or 3 days a week, and that's it. Because I still need to make stuff for the um, March firing. The deal with the production work though is that I can only really be in there for 1 day or 2 days at a time, uh, just because I don't have enough wood to last all winter for here. Which means we're really going to be focusing on double walled pots and more complex forms that we can do in 1 day, versus what we're doing now, where I could have waited till tomorrow. I sure do, Swa. Oh my God, Lolo, I would be honored for you to tell me anything you want. I just got a sweet new snowboarding jacket last year, and I got a really nice snowboard the year before. Finally looking like a snowboarder. What? Tell me why. Tell me everything, Lolo. No, reborn. Miss you already. See you soon. I think we might have to. Do we have to patch that? That's a break right there. Just shove some clay in there. All right. No one saw that. Cool. I like this one. All right, 2 more to do, and then, I don't wanna be here anymore. I'm gonna go to bed. 7 o'clock. Gonna make oh, wait, maybe I might do a tea stream in the, on YouTube. Well, maybe I'll bring TikTok with us. I don't know if I can. In my greenhouse, we might do a little tea stream. I don't know if I can well, maybe I can. I don't know if I can, but we'll see. Oh, I don't have any furniture in there, never mind. Um, Maybe we can have a tea outside on my back terrace under my yew trees. Then we could do a little greenhouse tour potentially. Good to know, Cindy. Okay. I definitely will do it on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure TikTok will get it, but we will see. Sounds good, Cindy. And why is that, Lolo? Talk to us about it. Let's hear. There's like chattering here, which is weird. I don't understand why. I'm so not used to having chattering. Cool. Last one. Lolo, you're leaving me hanging. You're not giving me any of the relative information to help us out here. Oh, you were, Ian. And what exactly were you dreaming about when it had to do with pottery? What were you doing in this pottery dream? I swear, Ian, if you say I'm there, I'm gonna blush so hard. You're not gonna see it because you're on the wrong camera, but yeah, Lolo, you gotta go into it more though. Let's talk about it. You gotta give me more specifics. What do you mean by that? Oh, oh my. That's exciting. But it was a pot but out of clay though? We're using gold clay? Because gold clay is pretty sweet. For those who don't know, and I'm not bullshitting on this one, you can just buy clay that turns into metal. It's crazy expensive. Don't recommend it. I made a couple videos about it. They're somewhere. I don't know how you find those. Oh, hell yeah. Swa's in there for the win. I'm liking this. Supportive, super supportive chat. My goodness. Ugh. Uh, I'm losing it. Cool. There's our last one of the day. I'm not gonna sign these. There's no reason to. These are very specifically my pieces. If you see anything else like this, I mean, it's whatever, you know. Cool. I'm done. I don't want to be in here anymore. I will try to set up a live in not in my greenhouse because um, there's no furniture in there and I don't feel like taking chairs in. I will show you guys the greenhouse, but we're not going to do the live in the greenhouse. We'll do it outside on my yew tree if it's not too dark. It is getting quite dark outside, so I don't really know. Thanks, Ian. So if it's too dark, I'm not even gonna bother doing it because it's just not you guys aren't gonna see anything anyway. It's not really worth it. Anyway, Lolo, I'm sorry to hear that. Come join the tea stream and we can talk more about it while we have tea together. Sound good? Okay. There's Olive. Make sure everybody says goodbye to Olive over there. And you guys need to see Olive even if for a brief second, and then the stream will probably freeze. How do I do this? Hmm, There she is. My beautiful girl. All right, guys. Peace. Okay. Just you guys now. The serious conversations can happen. All right. I'll see you guys in like 20 minutes or 15 minutes or sooner than that because I just need to boil some water and then we can have some tea. Bye. Don't know how to end this.